Namaste family, and welcome to another I God Project Productions. Your host Dhachi, and today I think I have something special for us. So this week in news, two stories seem to have caught my attention a bit above many of the rest of that what we know is really important news that mainstream media happens to throw in our faces, on our coffee tables, into our daily lives should we choose to turn on the television, radio, or go to CNN or foxnews.com. The first one I would like to discuss is the increasing and continuing heat wave throughout the eastern third of the United States. I cannot help observing and seeing how this heat wave is a supreme confirmation of what I have been trying to aid my viewers, and hopefully if you are new to my channel or new to meeting me, welcome, hello, namaste, you are beautiful, and so am I, is that this whole 2012 thing proposed by the Mayans, December 1st, 2012, and really grabbing the attention of hundreds of millions across the planet, realizing something big is happening now. Push the idea and understanding that it is not the end all be all date, but it is a specific marker. I have said this numerous times, that 2012 is creating a cosmic abundance of the sacred fire element. Who we are, what is the self of Dhachi, what is the self of June, what is the self of Tim, what is the self of Ryan, what is your individual purpose? And so the past 3 years you've probably had a tremendous increase of ideas, thoughts, and beliefs on who you are and what you can do. This was inspired by connection with the solar system, entering into this, again, short span of very, very condensed and powerful cosmic light from being in alignment with the galactic center, turning oneness into a physical manifestation, a manifestation of you as something created on the earthly plane, is begun with a thought, is begun with an idea, is begun with the end result in a vision or in this idea. If you do not know your destination, you will never find the path to get there. But after we turn pure infinite energy into one of our ideas, into one of our visions, we need to start to illuminate how we are actually going to manifest that idea, manifest that vision into reality. So what actions, what are the first steps we will need to take to do that? That is kind of the bottom line basis of what is the sacred element of fire. What is the sacred fire element? That is the illumination of how to begin manifesting all that has been sent through our thought bodies, our minds, thoughts, ideas, inspirations, all of these new things that we've been thinking about and that have been causing us concern, causing us inspiration, and causing us mental action during the air phase, which began its heightened state of air, sacred air element, its mental manifestations, the first of these sacred elements required for creation of the limiting of the infinite oneness, which is the sacred element of space, of ether, of pure potential. First, we must take this infinite space, oneness, connected potential and turn it into the sacred element of air, which happens when we have an idea. So exists everything. Everything is connected. Everything is connected, united in a divine one that has infinite potential. But each of us are a finite piece of consciousness within the human collective, which is an extremely important piece of consciousness within the planetary collective, which is a pretty powerful piece of consciousness within the solar system collective, which is trying to integrate into a larger segment and responsibility in the galactic collective. And then we go universal. That's pretty huge. Not getting too off track with the craziness of how big reality actually is, we need to listen to ourselves, who we are, illuminating our divine spiritual purpose and illuminating how we are going to be of assistance in trying, intending, and making it happen this time. Grounding higher dimensional spiritual energy onto the planet Earth so that we may potentially leap from third dimensional understanding of reality, the assemblage point of our perception of reality, focusing our energy of consciousness on the solar plexus, raising that and shifting it to the heart center would connect us on a more collective emotional level and would open us up to an understanding, higher understanding of what time is, elongating time as we connect deeper with those who share the same emotions as us. Potentially, there is the possibility we may even leap to a fifth dimensional understanding of reality, which is our silent observer understanding of the self, in which we would connect with our intentions as each moment. So the manifestation of an entire project that is a part of my life would become one moment, instead of one moment being one physical experience. Our moments would begin to integrate with the blinking of our eyes and how we absorb light. We would be absorbing much higher levels of light consciousness, connecting with a deeper, larger percentage of the collective with similar intentions as us, whether they be related to ecological evolution, whether they in changing the face of how humans do agriculture from this monocrop capitalistic idea of destroying the earth so that we can produce huge vast amounts of corn across huge vast amounts of area, or developing ecosystems that provide abundance for everything within the ecosystem, becoming more local, however overabundant, sending out to the rest of the world. Maybe you are intending to be part of the transformation of the educational system. We have star children being born. We have huge levels of masters being born. We have children of an elevated state of heightened consciousness being born. The Rockefeller educational system of factory of what is it? The Ford assembly line production of factory and office workers is not going to work for beings that are so self-aware and that are so understanding of their emotional realities. This type of creation of factory office workers, which does not produce abundance, which does not produce illumination, which does not produce understanding of the emotional self, of the heart self, of what consciousness lives within our feelings. And so these children could be led down a dark path of having super heightened awareness and perception of their emotional state of being, but not having the self-awareness, the teachings to bring them the understanding of what it takes, what actions they must manifest, produce to provide, supply the energy for joy, to provide, supply the energy for compassion, for love. And without this, they could enter suffering. They will enter suffering. And with even higher levels of being able to perceive reality, this projection of spiritual energy, fifth and sixth dimensional light frequency vibrations that are stemming from a foundation of negative emotional states, suffering, is going to provide, manifest a tide of darkness and destruction and a lot of stuff we do not want. So many of us are being guided to the educational system because of the planetary need to transform this system and provide something more real for the beautiful star children that are being born. Medical system, economic system, the energy field, free energy. All of these things are intentions that will come from a silent observer understanding of self. And when we connect an intention to a single moment and connect ourselves to all people with a similar intention, we connect ourselves to fifth dimensional reality of planet Earth. So that in the news just hit me like, yes, this is confirmation for what I have been receiving from the cosmos as well. This is confirmation that we are entering the fire phase of a 12-year expedited evolution or potential 12-year cleansing of the consciousness, the planetary collective consciousness grid. Also, the ending of the air phase. Get your minds working, know what your plans are, know what your ideas are, know what you want to connect with, so you can start illuminating how.